Alright guys, welcome back. Thank you for tuning into my channel. I'm the Bro Gamer. Today, man, as promised, I'm going to be showing you guys to the best of my ability and explaining how to do what is arguably one of the hardest, if not possibly the hardest move to master in the game. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to do the super counter. Now, I want to say first and foremost, if I can get this down pat and somewhat master it, I'll explain more on that later. You guys most definitely can. Okay, if I can get it, you guys definitely can. So don't get down on yourself or anything like that, because this truly is a move that was going to require two major things from you guys. It's going to require really three: patience, perseverance, and training. As you guys can see, this is by design. We're actually in the hyperbolic time chamber, showing you guys this move for a reason, to drive home and emphasize the point of training. Training is going to be absolutely key here. Now that you understand that, what I want you guys to do is train to your absolute hardest. And number one I want to mention with this move is, as I said, it's very difficult to master, mainly because this is where the patience comes in. It is truly, and I mean truly, a move of patience and timing. Do not expect to let alone master this move when you're first going around it. It really does just take a lot of training to really just, I would say 50% get a real feel for when to do the move, and just getting used to actually performing the move. Now, to actually perform the move, I want to make sure I mentioned that before I continue here. On the Xbox Series, you're going to use up on the left stick and X, and oppositely, of course, for the PlayStation, you're going to be using up on the left stick and square to actually perform the move. And I can show you guys, you guys can watch this video, rewind it as much as your heart is content, but the only way you truly are going to know and understand the timing of when to do this is jumping in and doing it for yourself. Now, this is a move that once you do get it, I know it can be kind of hair pulling, quite literally, to actually get it down, but it is going to save you. Number one, as promised from the last video we did, it's going to stop those incredibly annoying back shots. So we are just dubbing it that now. It's pretty much when your opponent is just getting seemingly an endless amount of just free kidney shots while your back is turned to them. It absolutely is punishing and actually quite annoying, to say the least. This will prevent that by getting, again, the timing down and knowing when to counter your opponent. This will stop them, and as you guys can just visually see here what it does. I don't need to go into super detail explaining when we have a visual here what exactly it does. But this will, of course, as the name suggests, will counter your opponent and send them flying, shifting the momentum in the fight back to you, and essentially putting you in the driver's seat once again. Now, I'll try my best to explain while we also have the visual guide here for you guys, but it is truly a move that you have to be, it has to be activated as soon, and this is where the feel comes in. You really just have to have a feel. When you're facing a computer, it would be a little bit easier, and I recommend, if you really want to just solely focus your training for online play or against friends, actual humans or whatever, I would highly suggest going into the training modes and upping the opponent difficulty for the computer at least one past normal, or even can try your hand here at the super. This will make it so, of course, there's no way to really tell. Every person that you face online that's an actual human all have different tendencies, but by doing a higher difficulty level of training against the computer, you will be much more prepped to not only master the attack, but use it effectively in online matches against real human opponents. But as I was saying, this move has to be performed. It really just has to be performed, and sometimes it even happens by just sheer luck and feel, as I mentioned. But you are going to want to activate this literally as soon as that punch is literally like a millisecond, maybe 2 milliseconds away from when that punch is about to connect to your character. It cannot be any earlier or any later for it to work. It's not gonna always work perfectly because it is just so entirely based on timing. But again, you're gonna want to just go up and hit X at the same time on your controller. Up on the left stick while pressing X at the same time when you have a perfect feel when your opponent is about to strike a blow. And I don't know, it may be kind of silly, but the best way I can truly explain the timing of this move is just want to imagine like a boxer. It's like when that punch, when it has like those super duper slow motion effects from movies or whatever the case may be, or even games, where that punch is literally like less than seconds away from connecting. That's when you want to activate it. And I promise you, with enough practice, repetition, perseverance, and training, most of all, you all will master the super counter. And I promise, once you start doing it once and you get that first little feel and you just continue to effectively use it more and more again, that confidence will build, and you just naturally, at the very least, know you are headed to the level of mastering this attack. But I hope that this video was helpful for you all in order to use the super counter, a very effective counter attack that will prevent those pesky back shots, and most importantly will just be an awesome counter move for you to use in the game. As always, I thank you all for watching. Hope that you all have an absolute fantastic one. If there's anything I can do to break down this move for you guys any better, feel free to let me know in the comments below. But I hope that you all have an absolute fantastic one, and until next time, peace. I'll catch you. Have a great one.